let's get into it, shall we? Game number one, we had the Saskatchewan Roughriders taking on the Montreal Alouettes, with the Owls winning 20-16. And man, I thought the Roughriders had this in the bag. And then, the man, the myth, the legend, Alexander the Great, Davis Alexander, comes in for the Montreal Alouettes, and Saskatchewan has no answer whatsoever. The Roughriders could do nothing to stop him, and Shea Patterson and the offense for the Roughriders on the other side just wasn't getting enough done in order to keep up with the new reinvigorated Alouettes. Alexander's done a lot for me in this game to restore my faith in the Montreal Alouettes, which was dashed when Cody Fajardo went down a few weeks ago. But now I believe in the Owls yet again. There was nothing that Saskatchewan could do. It just felt inevitable that they were going to lose. It kind of had that feeling. If you've watched enough football, you know what I mean. Quarterback goes down, the backup comes in, and either you know right away he's going to be slinging it, it's going to be a great time, or it's going to be real rough for him. And he got in, it fit like a glove, and he just slung that thing all over. It was inevitable. For Saskatchewan, I know I said it last time, but I'm believing in Shea Patterson. And I still believe that he might be able to get you there. But he's not going to be able to put you over the edge against these top teams like a Montreal or a BC. He just can't do it. He doesn't have it in him. He's an international man of mystery, but he's not a great quarterback. He is what we call in the biz serviceable. Takeaways for the Montreal Alouettes: you have a new lease on life right now. Just kind of soak this one up. Hopefully he maintains this level throughout the rest of the season, or as long as he's going to end up playing. And that's just, you're happy right now. You're happy with what you got. So just live in the moment. For the Rough Riders, run the ball. You abandoned the run in this game for seemingly no reason. You were getting pressure. Your offensive line is good. You have a good running back room. Just run the ball more. Shea, serviceable, yes. Decent, yes. But you're going to have to run the ball. You're going to have to rely on this stellar defense. And I hope that they can kind of figure something out. They're a little bit lost right now. Game number two, we had the Calgary Stampeders taking on the Ottawa Redblacks, with the Redblacks winning this one 33-6. And while this was a blowout, it was still one of the more entertaining blowouts I've ever seen in my life. Ottawa kind of was just doing what they wanted, running the ball. Their defense looked good. Drew Brown looked pretty decent, and they were getting some fun stuff with it. Calgary, like I said, and I'll say, as long as he's the starter. You get your good Jake Maier, you get your bad Jake Maier. You take the good, you take the bad, whatever it takes. Because if you get a good Jake Maier day, you can beat almost any team in the league. But a bad Jake Maier day, you're just, you tank. You absolutely tank. And Calgary, what defense? What the hell happened? I understand you're on the field a lot, but what happened? You guys look so decent, and now you just fall apart. I get Drew Brown's pretty good. He's not this good. He's not 33 points good. He's not a blowout good. This offense for Ottawa is decent. It's not blowout good, so I don't know what's going on there. As soon as I praise you, as soon as I say, oh, maybe the Stampeders can be elevated, maybe they can get up into my next tier, what do? They play a stinker like this. Just, come on, guys. At Ottawa, that Pimpleton guy, keep an eye on him. Almost had a huge mistake this game, but don't worry, he made up for it. It was a crazy game for old Pimples out there. Takeaways for the game: for the Calgary Stampeders, figure out what you're doing. You're just going to have to ride these waves. You're going to have to ride the Jake Maier roller coaster throughout until something happens. For the Ottawa Redblacks, you're feeling good. You haven't had this good of a start. I've said this weeks and weeks now. You haven't had this good of a start in a season, and I don't know how long. You want to keep riding this. You're feeling fantastic. You're feeling beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just keep this train going. Ottawa. Game number three, we had the Toronto Argonauts taking on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, with the Argos winning this one 16-14. This was a back and forth crap fest. Entertaining, but you're just like, ugh, guys, what's going on? You were both so good. What has happened? Winnipeg, again, just, I feel like Zach Collaros has hit that wall that all old quarterbacks can kind of just hit, where his level of play was like this. Sometimes it would be like this. And now this year it's just tanked. This whole team is lost. The offensive line was bad. The defense is not good. Just nothing about him. Even Sergio Castillo this week missed a crucial must-make kick. And he's been pretty good throughout the season, so I don't even know. Winnipeg, you are lost. Toronto, you're also lost, but in a little bit of a better spot. You got the Arbuckler in there. You got, I don't know, man. This is a weird situation. You're kind of just, you're ready for Chad Kelly to come back if you're an Argos fan. You got to figure out what you're doing at quarterback. But for now, you take whatever win you can get. You were on a weird spiral going down and down, but you did it. You won this one in overtime. Crazy game. One of the crazier pick sixes that I've ever seen in my entire friggin' life. And then you get to overtime. Castillo with the crazy ass miss. And then you're just sitting pretty. You got it locked up. But this one was lucky. This one was lucky. Take it, but this one was lucky. Takeaways for the game for the Blue Bombers. My word, guys. Lost. Absolutely lost. This team is spiraling out of control in front of our eyes. And they need to right the ship somehow and figure things out. They had a little bit of a nice little streak going for a few weeks. That's gone. That's thrown to the wayside. This team needs to recover, figure out what they're doing with their lives, and get to it. For the Toronto Argonauts, just hold course, steady the ship, and just wait for Chad Kelly to come back, really. Maybe then your offense will sort of rebound and you'll find yourselves back in that top 3 situation comfortably. In game number 4, we had the Hamilton Tiger Cats taking on the Edmonton Elks in a battle of my bottom, with the Ticats winning this one 44-28. And what can I say? The Ticats dominated this entire game, every stretch of the game, pure domination. Yeah, Edmonton, you can leave a little happy with Trey Ford looking really good. I don't know how you don't start him. If you don't start him the rest of the season, you have to at least start him next week. Keep those momentum going from the end of this game. I get it was garbage time, I understand. But you have hope. You have hope. And that's not something Elks fans have had in I don't know how long, okay? You have hope. And I get it. McLeod Bethel-Thompson isn't the reason you're losing most of these games. But damn it, you need something to get the fans excited, and Trey Ford just gives that to you. You've messed up this whole anything with Trey Ford. You could do something right and just let him start. The fan base is excited about him. The neutral CFL fans are excited about him. It seems like the players are excited about him. Let the kid play. God, Hamilton, and specifically Bo Levi Mitchell. I know I've called you out plenty of times. He showed me this week. Killed it. Absolutely killed it. I get it's against the Elks defense, but still, absolute clinic right there. Just chef's kiss. Hamilton, take this one. 2 weeks in a row now. You got 2 wins in a row under your belt. Feeling fine, feeling frisky, you frisky felines. Go, just keep this going, please. And I don't get it. 2 wins and I still don't believe in this team. It's crazy what Hamilton's doing to me right now, in the head, in my soul, in my gut. Takeaways for the Ticats. Boy, you're feeling good. Anytime you can leave with a W, you're feeling good. Wrap this one up, put a bow on it, and take it with you, because dang it feels good. With the season the Ticats are having, every win's a good one. I don't care how bad your opponent is. I don't care what situation they're having. Take every win you can, Hamilton, and dang it, good job. For the Elks, 2 words. Trey Ford. That is your success for this season. Just keep him in, have him look good. You don't even need to maybe win 1 game, but if Trey Ford looks good and your defense is still giving up a bajillion points a week and he still looks, that doesn't matter. Nothing else matters besides how Trey Ford looks. I'm sure they'll still mess it up in the offseason, but that's a long ways away. Just tray forward, tray forward, tray forward. That'll lead me into this week's audience question for you, buddy. What tiers do you have in the CFL? Like, do you have 2 tiers, the good and the bad? Do you have 3 tiers, great, good, bad? I personally have 4 tiers. I split them up like this. I got them right here. Tier number 1, I have can win the whole thing. I have BC, Montreal, and Saskatchewan right now. That's right. I still believe in Saskatchewan, even in the situation they're in. Those are my teams right now. Number 2, tier 2, they can make the Grey Cup. Potentially can make the Grey Cup. I don't see them winning the Grey Cup if they make it, though. It's Toronto and Ottawa. Good on you, Ottawa, for getting to this level. That's a big move from where you guys have been these past few years. And in tier 3, just my not good teams, I have Calgary, Hamilton, Winnipeg. They're just flat out not good. Calgary, you even got bumped down. You got bumped down a tier. And tier 4, dead. It's Edmonton. The Elks are dead. They're absolutely dead. And that will bring me into my CFL Jim power rankings for week 8 of the CFL. From me, CFL Jim, to you, the CFL watcher, CFL viewer, CFL fan, CFL experiencer. From me, who's also a fan of the CFL, watches the CFL, experiences the CFL, giving you my takes on the CFL from week 8 of the CFL, watching with you the CFL week 8 of the CFL, CFL power ratings CFL. At number 9, of course, it is the Edmonton Elks. This team is dead. I said it earlier, dead. There's no recovering. They could win a game, maybe, this whole season. I have zero faith in this organization. I have zero faith in this defense. I have zero faith in the special teams. I have a modicum of faith in this offense, but that's not a recipe to win. At number 8, they've fallen back again. It's the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Oh my word, like, this team is spiraling out of control. They're going down. The plane's going down, and I just don't know if they can recover. It's just pandemonium in Winnipeg, folks. It's terrible, it's disastrous, and that's 2 great words to describe the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. At number 7, it's the Hamilton Ticats. Don't get too ahead of yourself, boys. You're still really bad. You're still really bad. So let's bask in this moment right now. Hamilton, I still got words for you. I'm still coming after you. You're still really bad. You're where you belong. Number 7. At number 6, it's the Calgary Stampeders. They're kind of hovering around that 5, 6, 7 spot. They're mid. They're bleh. That's a good word to describe the Stampeders this season. Bleh. The Calgary bleh. The bleh Peters. Number 5, it's the Toronto Argonauts. You gotta win, but still, maybe right the ship. We'll see next week. But for now, they sit here at the 5 spot. At number 4, it is the Ottawa Red Blacks. They're right there. And I get it. They've had some easy competition, but they're right there. They're right there. Ottawa, come on. I want to see them against, like, the top 3. But come on. Good job, Red Blacks. At number 3, it's the Saskatchewan Roughriders. And this is kind of where I feel like they're going to stay until they figure out what they're doing on offense. Their defense is good enough to kind of hold them in this top space, I believe. Until I just don't see them breaking through right now. I just don't see it. Number 2, it is the Montreal Alouettes. Good job. Good friggin' job, boys. But still, they're still a team that I believe is better. And that team was on a bye this week. It's the BC Lions. Good on you, Lions. Your offense is incredible. Defense is all right. I believe they can take on and destroy any team in this league. And that'll do it for my CFL Jim recap of Week 8. It was a fun week, like every week of the CFL has been so far, and I can't wait to see how Week 9 unfolds. I love you, buddy. I'll see you next time for my next CFL recap. Later, buddy.